and welcome back to my channel. This video is going to be another cleaning slash get it all done motivation video. I'm going to tackle some of our living room, get stuff done in the kitchen. So if you want to get it all done with me, please keep watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. So what did everybody do for Labor Day? Usually we go to Golden Nugget Hotel and Casino, but to me it's more for the kids because they have a pool and a lazy river there. So the kids end up having a good time. And honestly, I don't care too much for gambling. So I'm okay with waking up early, going down to the pool and just spending the day at the pool. They have a little place there where you can order food and drinks. And so we'll just kind of hang out there until we can't take the heat anymore. Honestly, I've been tired of being in the car and going on all these road trips. I mean, don't get me wrong, but I think, oh my God, total we've spent in the car, wow, like 48 hours this year. I know that sounds kind of dumb to add it up in that way, but honestly, that's been the amount of time we spent in the car. And maybe that's why I'm just over it, because we drove to Navarre Beach back in March for spring break. And then we went to Destin for our summer vacation. And so when Labor Day came around, I just decided I wanted to stay home. I don't want to do anything because usually we like to take advantage of the 3-day weekend. We'll leave like Friday night or Saturday morning to Golden Nugget. But this year I just did not want to go anywhere. So I just wanted to stay home. So that's what we did. We ended up going to the park on both days. I think we ended up going on Saturday and Monday just because Sunday it ended up raining all day. So we kind of just stayed home and ran out to get groceries when the rain kind of calmed down, and then went to my niece's birthday party on one of those days. So a time was had there. The kids had fun there. And then we had an at-home movie night on the night that it rained, which we haven't had in a while. We watched Thunderbolts because I think that just got added to Disney Plus. We didn't see it in the movie theaters. It's been a while since I've seen a Marvel movie, and honestly, I like all the Marvel movies. I think after Avengers Endgame, I mean, that kind of did it for me. I'm just like, okay, well, what more can you do? Because I'm not really into the comics, but I'll watch all the movies. But watching the Thunderbolts, it did make me want to watch that Captain America with Anthony Mackie. I just can't remember the name of it. Oh, it's called Captain America Brave New World. Okay, sorry, I just looked it up. So after watching Thunderbolts, Michael was saying how we should have watched that first. And so honestly, I didn't really have any interest in watching that new Captain America, but I think I will watch it now just because Thunderbolts kind of gave me that feeling of excitement again that I used to have with Marvel movies. So I figured I'll give this Captain America movie a shot. So I do intend on watching that. And then we wrapped up our weekend with swimming at our neighborhood pool with my sister-in-law. She came over. And so Labor Day is the last day that our pool is open. So we literally wrapped up summer with the trip to the pool. And it just still made me a little sad because I'm just still really sad that summer is ending. But I am looking forward to all the fall activities and festivities that we usually do every year. Okay, so who else is out here using their living room as a living room slash toy room? Raise your hand. I sure am. I just feel like this is the place where we all usually are hanging out in the living room or the kitchen or the breakfast area, and all this area is kind of open. And so if our kid wants to play, I want to be able to keep an eye on him as opposed to him just being alone in a toy room. So this is what it is for now, even though I am overflowing with toys. I know every parent can relate to that struggle. And don't get me wrong, there are days that I do go through the toys and we literally have a trash and a keep pile. I've done that I don't know how many times, and we still just end up with so many toys at the end of it. And we do have our kids clean up after themselves. I mean, I think it's good to teach them young to clean up and pick up. And honestly, it's giving them a task to do, and it might even wear them out in the end just because they're busy running around picking up stuff and putting it up. But sometimes I like to give, the living room slash toy room like a nice little refresh slash reset, kind of put each toy where it belongs, puzzle pieces with the right puzzle, the cars with the cars, the balls with the balls, the play food in the little kitchen we have, the blocks with the blocks. Because sometimes stuff can get all mixed up when they are playing. But like I said, I like for him to wake up, or whenever he does want to play, just come and have a nice looking space to look at, as opposed to it just always being messy. Well, not messy, but in the condition to where, he picked up, because honestly, when he does pick up his toys, I don't want to say I have OCD, but there is just a certain way that I like things. And so when he does pick up, I do tend to leave it just the way that he picks up, because I want him to be proud of what he did. And so I keep it that way, because why am I going to go through and rearrange everything just for him to go through it and play with it again? So for the most part, I leave it the way that he decides to clean up and pick up. And as long as the rug is clear and the couches are clear, I'm good, and he does clean up pretty well. But like I said, I do like to give it a nice little reset, because I like him to come in and look at a freshly organized space. I'm still getting used to this Ryobi handheld vacuum. I asked for it for my birthday for this year. I know as you get older, I feel like your birthday gifts begin to be stuff for the house and not for you, but I feel like in hindsight, it is kind of for you because it helps you get stuff done around the house the way you want it and can kind of make the task a little bit easier. And so I did have a cheap one that we had bought from Amazon. I think it was for Christmas or something. We had it for a couple of years. And I guess, I don't really know, like the dust bucket, it won't stay connected to the handheld anymore. And I just didn't want to tape it because if you end up taping it, you're going to have to untape it to empty out the dustpan and just, ugh. So I just decided to ask for a new one because honestly, I think we had that one for 2 or 3 years. And like I said, it was from Amazon. We didn't spend much on it. It was probably only 30 or 40 bucks. So I feel like it served its purpose. But the one thing I will say I did overlook when asking for this Ryobi for my birthday was that it does not have a flashlight. And I have been looking at the manual and at this device, and I just don't see it anywhere. And so now I'm kind of like, should I just go get a little light from like Harbor Freight and tape it on there and turn it on when I want? Because I will say having a light on the handheld, it does help a lot because sometimes you're not all the way down on the ground vacuuming. You can see every little thing. And so if you have a light on there, you just turn it on and it brightens up the floor for you and you can see everything. This one came with, I think, 3 or 4 attachments. So I'm still learning when and where to use those because I'm sure there is a purpose for all of them. But yeah, I will say the only downside is that it doesn't have a light. But if you don't care for having a light on it, then I have no complaints so far, but like I said, maybe the light thing, I feel like that's my own fault. I overlooked it. And I think this is the brand pressure washer we have, but honestly, I just wanted something different from the Dyson and from the Shark, and I looked at the reviews on this and they were really good. So that's why I decided to put that on my birthday list. But don't get me wrong, not everything on my birthday list is for the house. I put, any perfumes I want, any jewelry or books that I want to read. It takes me a while to finish books, so I do like to compile a list throughout the year of stuff that I do want to read, and then I'll add that to my Christmas list or birthday list. And that way, by the time that holiday comes around, I should be ready to read that book. Okay, so speaking of books, I used to love reading, and honestly, I haven't in a while. But then when that Netflix show came out, The Perfect Couple, of course, I wanted to see it, but then something told me, like, just look it up. Like, it just seems like it would be a book first, and now it's going to be a show. And so, sure enough, I looked it up. It's a book. And so, I don't know. I think I ordered it on Amazon or bought it at Target, and it's by Ellen Hilderbrand. And so, I ended up reading it first. And so, here's how long it's been since I've read a book. I forget when you read a book and then watch the movie or whatever show it is. The show or the movie just, it is not good. It is just not good just because when you've read the book, your own imagination is running and it's making its own image of all the characters and the setting and all that good stuff. All that's just going on in your brain. And honestly, that's one of the good things about reading books. It just kind of gets your brain going. And oh my God, yep, that happened. The book was just amazing. I watched the Netflix show. I don't even think I finished it just because it was so bad to me. I mean, someone who didn't read the book, I mean, maybe they'll see it and it was good, but oh my God, I couldn't even finish it. And I wanted to so bad just because like Nicole Kidman was in it, but I just could not. I think I watched 2 or 3 episodes and yeah, just couldn't finish it. I didn't want to waste my time because I'm just like, okay, well, I already know what happens. Even if they do try to switch it up in the ending on the show, it's all good. Whatever. And so I like the book so much by the author Ellen Hildebrand. So I ended up buying another book I saw. We went to Books A Million one day and her book, The Rumor, was on like a sale table. It was like $5. So I bought it. I read that. That one was really good. Then another book that turned into a TV show, Tell Me Lies. I read that book, but honestly, only because Tell Me Lies was on Hulu and we didn't have Hulu at the time. And I really wanted to watch it because once again, I saw it and I'm like, oh my God, that looks like such a good show. But that was around the time I liked The Perfect Couple as well. So I'm just like, okay, let me look it up and see if it was a book first. And sure enough, same thing. It was a book and I read that book. It took me a while to finish that one. I really had to push through it, but that one was worth it though. The push through was worth it. So The Perfect Couple, Tell Me Lies. Right now, I'm trying to finish The Last Flight. I took that one on our summer vacation, but obviously didn't get a chance to read it. You would think I would have been able to finish it being a passenger princess and all, but nope, not at all. I don't even remember what page I'm on, but it is a good book. It's about these 2 women that are in abusive relationships, and so they meet at the airport, like trying to escape out of their relationships. So it's pretty crazy. I do want to finish that one. It is one of those that I think I could just sit and read, but honestly, with kids and life and work and school starting for the kids, it's just really hard to do that. But that's the one I'm reading right now, The Last Flight. I just love me a good book when I can squeeze one in. It helps get me away from the screens. my God, y'all. And then here, this poor banana bread. So these bananas have just been staring at me all week. And there was a time I was making banana bread every time we would have overripe bananas. And so obviously you get tired of it. So it's been a while since I've made banana bread. But with these, I was like, oh my God, it's been so long. Let me just make some. But oh my God, you guys, like I picked the week to make some. I did not have butter. I did not have chocolate chips. I'm surprised we had eggs. Like, oh my gosh. So I think I ended up making this with olive oil. I found some white chocolate chips in the pantry, but when I opened the package, I saw the date. The expiration date was like April 2024. So, I mean, sometimes I'll take a chance on that stuff, but April 2024. But here we are in 2025. So, no, it was not going to take a chance on that. So I threw that away. And honestly, it didn't come out bad at all. But I do like my butter and my chocolate chips. So right after this, I added butter and chocolate chips to my grocery list. That way it can be on the list for next time. And I'll definitely be making it again so I can redeem myself. I mean, like I said, it wasn't bad with the olive oil, but I do just prefer the butter and chocolate chips. have been trying so hard to present more healthier options to my kids. I have a toddler. He's kind of in a picky phase right now. Hopefully it is just a phase and he gets out of it. So I've been trying to pack apples and strawberries for the ride home because usually when I pick him up from daycare, he can be pretty hungry just because, like I said, he's in that picky phase and sometimes he will not eat what they are serving at daycare. And the teacher will let us know, like, hey, he didn't eat lunch today, or hey, he only ate this. And so that way I know he's going to be hungry when I pick him up, so I just need to be ready. I usually take this bag of snacks so that he has a variety, but I bought these little stainless steel containers from Amazon. Apparently they keep stuff cold, and I bought those when I started packing his lunch for him because there was a time that he was eating the apples, the strawberries, string cheese, and so I needed to pack all that in his lunch, and it needed to stay cool until lunchtime. And so now I'm using these for when I pick him up after daycare. But here's the bag that I take. We've got club crackers. I know it's not the healthiest, but he just gets on his little kicks where he likes them. In here, I think I have some off-brand goldfish, only because the regular goldfish apparently have so much different oils in it, and this one only has like a palm oil or sunflower oil, so it's not that bad. And he likes chocolate Teddy Grahams, so I like to have those. I mean, he's not eating all of this, but like I said, I just like to give him a variety. You know, he's had a long day, just want him to be and feel comfortable. He doesn't like those probiotic gummies. He likes fruit snacks. And then every now and then he'll eat a Nature Valley crunchy bar. And so, yeah, on top of those, because I know all that's like processed junk. And so, yeah, I've just been trying to pack an apple and some strawberries for him just to give him that option when I pick him up from daycare. And it has been hot lately, so sometimes he does go for the cold snacks just to cool him down, so it's kind of a good thing. Okay, so here we are going into the next day. I did have to run to the store for a few items that we were running out of. And our grocery store, they actually had, I don't want to say a sale, I guess they had a coupon for like two 12-packs for, I think it was $13. And to me, that's a pretty good price. And usually we don't keep soda in the house, but sometimes I just crave something fizzy. And I don't like sparkling water. That's probably not a good thing. So I ended up getting some Sprite Zero Sugar and some Cherry Coke. That's regular Cherry Coke. And then I ended up getting the 2 Zero Sugar Minute Maid drinks. I think I got pink lemonade this time. Usually I like to get strawberry lemonade, but they didn't have any. And then I just got a regular lemonade because that was on sale as well. It was 2 for $5. And then I got a loaf of bread. And then we needed some more Febreze, so I had to get that 2-pack. I mean, that smell, it is kind of masculine, but I mean, I have boys, so I have to get a smell that they would like. I mean, they don't mind like the florally, girly smells, but sometimes I just like to buy this one for their restroom. I also got some mayonnaise, some popcorn chicken, and strawberries. Because the mayonnaise, y'all know me, I love my chicken salad, my tuna salad, and sometimes I just like to make a sandwich, and my sandwiches need mayonnaise. I have been trying so hard to keep grocery trips to the weekends because I feel like during the week it's just so hectic. So I just try to save that for work. But sometimes you're bound to forget something. So I just like to make a list of the things that I forgot and just run in and run out because I just want to try not to spend too much time in the store since I was already there over the weekend. It is so satisfying when my flour jar needs filling or my brown sugar or my powdered sugar. I love being able to wash those jars out when they're empty and then let them dry and then refill them back up. It's just so satisfying. I will say, out of those three jars, the powdered sugar, brown sugar, and flour, our brown sugar is the one that I'm always having to replenish because I kind of underestimate how much we use brown sugar, but we use it a lot to make like a little soy sauce glaze. It's really good, and my son loves it. We use it on pork meatballs, chicken wings, even just chicken thighs. Like my husband, he'll make like sesame chicken and use that sauce with it. And I mean, both of us, we do make it different, but it's kind of like the same ingredients. It's soy sauce, honey, brown sugar. I like to put a little bit of ketchup in mine. Ooh, and then garlic, a splash of sesame oil. And then what else? I can't think of what else. I think that might be it. But yeah, brown sugar is one of our big staples here in this house. And oh my God, I just saw this recipe for bread online. I know everything's online. Y'all, this lady, she used self-rising flour and Greek yogurt to make like a little loaf of bread. It wasn't really like a loaf. It was, I don't really know the shape. Well, the shape, it was a circle, so I don't really know what that's called. Kind of like a dome of bread. And so according to my older brother, I mean, there's a bunch of crap in the bread that we buy at the store as well, but honestly, sometimes I just don't have time to pay attention to all that stuff. And so I try to make changes when I can and where I can. You know, just like I was saying about the goldfish, apparently those have a lot of oil in it. And that's why we use that knockoff brand. So it just has one oil. So I don't know. I mean, I guess it's still bad, but I don't know, mentally, I feel like it's not that bad. But it's so hard to get away from it. I mean, as long as the government regulations are what they are, it's really difficult to get away from it. But once again, I mean, if you really want to, you can. But you know, when you're just raised a certain way and you're used to eating certain things, it's hard to break those habits. But like I said, just slowly but surely, I mean, we're trying. Like I said, we do it where we can, but it's not everywhere. But yeah, I thought that bread recipe was interesting. And honestly, I've never tried making my own bread just because, I don't know, just out of laziness. And I'm just kind of nervous to waste time doing it and then it not coming out right. But I mean, I get it. Practice makes perfect. So I guess I should start somewhere. But I guess I'm ignorant because I did not know that there was such a thing as self-rising flour. So I do want to try that, the self-rising flour and the Greek yogurt. I do want to try that and see how that tastes and see how that goes. If you made it this far, thank you so much for being here. And if you haven't tried making banana bread, look up a recipe online and get rid of those overripe bananas staring at you on the counter. I am not the best cook or baker, so if I can make it, you can make it. But anyways, I hope this video gave you some motivation to get stuff done. And I hope you have a great day, night, week, weekend, or whenever you are watching this. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I will see you next time.